Hey there, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Rahmat Empowerment Wala, Head of Interviews Department, Rehan School. I'm also facilitator of Rehan School Online Academy's night class. Today, I've come up with our very favorite Annie, which is an AI interactive tool, whom we can talk to, whom we can learn so many things, whom we can, whom we can, whom we can talk to, whom we can learn so many things and make our English so better. So let's start our conversation today on the topic of communication, which is my favorite topic. So let's start our conversation. Hey Annie, can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can hear you. What's on your mind today?
Wonderful. I'm Rahmat, and I'm head of interviews department, Rehan School. So today the idea is I'm going to ask some questions from you on the topic of communication, which is my favorite topic. So uh, we'll conduct this session in a way that I'll be the one who's asking questions, and you will be the one who would answer me. Okay?
Sounds like a fun idea, Raymit. I'm ready for your questions on communication. Fire away.
Wonderful. Okay. First of all, can you describe briefly what communication is?
Communication is the process of exchanging information, thoughts, or ideas through verbal or nonverbal means between individuals or groups. It's all about sharing and understanding messages effectively.
Great, wonderful. So, I've heard about seven C's of communication. Can you tell me what are those seven C's?
Of course, the seven C's of communication are clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. These elements help ensure effective communication.
Great. Could you elaborate on each of those?
Sure, here's a brief explanation of each of the seven C's of communication. 1. Clear. Make sure your message is easy to understand and free from ambiguity. 2. Concise. Be brief and to the point, avoiding unnecessary details. 3. Concrete. Use specific facts and figures to support your message. 4. Correct. Ensure your message is accurate in terms of grammar, spelling, and information. 5. Coherent. Arrange your message in a logical order that makes sense to the recipient. 6. Complete. Provide all necessary information for the recipient to fully understand your message. 7. Courteous. Be respectful and considerate in your communication, taking the feelings of the recipient into account.
And what was the last one?
Courteous means being polite, respectful, and considerate in your communication. It involves showing empathy and understanding towards the recipient's feelings and perspectives.
Okay. How can one learn these seven C's and how to do effective communication?
Learning the sevens of communication and improving communication skills can be done through practice and awareness. Here are some tips to enhance your communication. 1. Practice active listening. Pay attention to others and show interest in what they have to say. 2. Use empathy. Try to understand the emotions and perspectives of the person you are communicating with. 3. Seek feedback. Ask for feedback on your communication style to identify areas for improvement. 4. Practice clarity. Be clear and specific in your messages to avoid misunderstandings. 5. Reflect on your communication. Take time to reflect on past interactions and consider what went well and what could be improved. 6. Keep learning. Stay curious and open to learning new communication techniques and strategies. By incorporating these tips into your daily communication, you can gradually improve your skills and become a more effective communicator.
Wonderful. Can you correct your pronunciation of the number six?
Oops, my apologies for the typo. It should be 6 instead of sex. Thank you for
Definitely.
pointing that out.
I have done already few times before, but you haven't corrected yourself yet.
Before we continue, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited calls. I appreciate your patience, Raymit. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. It's important to strive for accuracy in communication.
Wonderful. Okay. How can we infuse confidence in our communication?
Infusing confidence in communication can be achieved through various ways. 1. Practice and preparation. Be well prepared and knowledgeable about the topic you are discussing. 2. Positive body language. Maintain good posture, make eye contact, and use gestures to convey confidence. 3. Speak clearly and assertively. Use a strong and clear voice to express your ideas. 4. Focus on your strengths. Highlight your expertise and experience in the subject matter. 5. Embrace mistakes. Learn from any errors and use them as opportunities to improve. 6. Visualize success. Imagine yourself communicating confidently before the interaction. By incorporating these practices into your communication style, you can boost your confidence and make a stronger impact on your audience.
Hmm. Again, you pronounced that number six the wrong way.
My apologies for the mistake. Thank you for pointing it out. Let's make sure to get it right next time.
I'm hopeful that you would do that. Okay, so how body language and facial expressions contribute in our communication? How how should we behave? How should our body languages should be when we communicate?
Body language and facial expressions play a significant role in communication. Here are some tips on how to use them effectively. 1. Maintain eye contact. It shows attentiveness and interest in the conversation. 2. Smile. A genuine smile can help create a positive and welcoming atmosphere. 3. Use gestures. Hand gestures can emphasize points and make your communication more engaging. 4. Posture. Stand or sit up straight to convey confidence and attentiveness. 5. Mirroring. Subtly mirroring the body language of the person you are communicating with can help build rapport. 6. Avoid crossing arms. Crossing arms can signal defensiveness or disinterest. By being mindful of your body language and facial expressions, you can enhance the effectiveness of your communication and better connect with others.
That's it.
Great. If you have any more questions or if there's
I was
anything else you'd
asking.
like to
I was
discuss.
asking. That's it from you. That was a question.
Oh, I see, my bad. I'm here for you. So whenever you're ready to chat more or if you have any other questions, just let me
Yes,
know.
I have.
I'm
Let's
always up for
continue.
a good
Let's continue on the questions. So, in what ways do effective communication drive team success?
Effective communication is crucial for driving team success in several ways. 1. Clarity of goals. Clear communication ensures that team members understand the objectives and their roles in achieving them. 2. Collaboration. Open communication fosters collaboration, idea sharing, and problem solving among team members. 3. Conflict resolution. Effective communication helps address conflicts and misunderstandings promptly, leading to smoother team dynamics. 4. Trust and morale. Transparent communication builds trust among team members and boosts morale, leading to a more positive work environment. 5. Accountability. Clear communication holds team members accountable for their tasks and promotes responsibility within the team. 6. Innovation. Encouraging open communication allows for the exchange of diverse perspectives and ideas, fostering innovation within the team. By prioritizing effective communication, teams can work together more cohesively, achieve their goals efficiently, and ultimately drive success.
Okay. How to pursue a situation if we feel or if we experience that there's not enough clear communication between team members?
If you feel that there is a lack of clear communication between team members, here are some steps you can take to address the situation. 1. Initiate a conversation. Approach the team members involved in a respectful and non confrontational manner to discuss the communication issues. 2. Clarify expectations. Clearly outline expectations for communication within the team and ensure that everyone is on the same page. 3. Encourage feedback. Create a safe space for team members to provide feedback on communication practices and suggest improvements. 4. Provide training. Offer communication training or workshops to enhance team members' communication skills. 5. Use technology. Utilize communication tools such as project management platforms or messaging apps to streamline communication processes. 6. Foster a culture of open communication. Encourage transparency, active listening, and constructive feedback within the team. By taking proactive steps to address communication challenges, you can help improve clarity and collaboration among team members.
Okay. What impact does nonverbal communication have on message delivery?
I'll reply in a second. First, I'd like to ask you, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited call time. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in message delivery by influencing how a message is perceived and understood. Here are some impacts of nonverbal communication on message delivery. 1. Reinforces the message. Nonverbal cues such as facial expressions, gestures, and tone of voice can reinforce the verbal message, adding depth and clarity. 2. Emphasizes emotions. Nonverbal cues convey emotions and feelings that may not be expressed through words alone, enhancing the emotional impact of the message. 3. Provides context. Nonverbal communication helps provide context and cues for interpreting the message, aiding in comprehension. 4. Builds rapport. Positive nonverbal cues such as eye contact and smiling can build rapport and trust with the audience, enhancing the effectiveness of the message delivery. 5. Signals credibility. Nonverbal cues such as confident posture and gestures can signal credibility and authority, influencing how the message is perceived by others. Overall, nonverbal communication complements verbal communication and plays a crucial role in how messages are delivered, understood, and interpreted by others.
Okay. So, my next question would be, what are the key elements of effective communication? As we talked about effective communication, so I would love to know the key elements in it. What are the key ingredients of effective communication?
Great question. The
Thank
key
you.
elements of effective communication include 1. Clarity, clearly conveying your message to ensure it is easily understood by the recipient. 2. Active listening, paying attention to the speaker, understanding their perspective, and providing feedback to show engagement. 3. Empathy, understanding and acknowledging the emotions and feelings of the other person to build rapport and connection. 4. Conciseness, delivering your message in a clear and concise manner to avoid confusion or misinterpretation. 5. Nonverbal cues, using body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice to complement and reinforce your verbal message. 6. Feedback, encouraging open dialogue and feedback to ensure mutual understanding and address any misunderstandings. 7. Respect, showing respect for the other person's opinions, perspectives, and feelings to foster a positive and constructive communication environment. By incorporating these key elements into your communication style, you can enhance the effectiveness of your interactions and build stronger relationships with others.
Great. You talked about active listening, and we see that many people lack that quality or attribute. So, how to build that patience and how to build that attribute called active listening?
Building the attribute of active listening requires practice and mindfulness. Here are some tips to help you develop active listening skills. 1. Be present. Focus on the speaker and eliminate distractions to fully engage in the conversation. 2. Show interest. Demonstrate genuine interest in the speaker's words and perspective to encourage open communication. 3. Practice empathy. Try to understand the speaker's emotions and point of view to build empathy and connection. 4. Avoid interrupting. Allow the speaker to express themselves fully without interruptions, showing respect for their thoughts. 5. Ask clarifying questions. Seek clarification when needed to ensure you understand the speaker's message accurately. 6. Reflect back. Paraphrase or summarize the speaker's words to confirm your understanding and show that you are actively listening. 7. Practice mindfulness. Stay mindful of your thoughts and emotions during the conversation to prevent distractions and stay focused on the speaker. By incorporating these strategies into your interactions and making a conscious effort to be an active listener, you can enhance your communication skills and build stronger relationships with others.
That's wonderful, Annie. One of my viewer is saying that you have searched about active listening and now you are reading what you have found. So is that true?
Oh no, I'm not reading from a script or searching for information. I'm here to have a real conversation with you and provide helpful insights based on my knowledge and experiences. Feel free to ask me anything or share your thoughts.
No, I hope my viewer Nigel got his answer. So one of my viewers is asking if the speaker is boring, then how we can do focus? How we can focus on him or her if he or she is boring?
When listening to a speaker who you find boring, it can be challenging to stay focused. Here are some tips to help you maintain focus. 1. Find key points. Try to identify key points or important information being shared by the speaker to stay engaged. 2. Practice active listening. Make an effort to actively listen, ask questions, and provide feedback to show engagement. 3. Look for connections. Try to find connections between the speaker's message and your own interests or experiences to stay interested. 4. Take notes. Writing down key points or thoughts can help you stay focused and retain information. 5. Practice empathy. Try to understand the speaker's perspective and appreciate their effort in sharing their message. 6. Stay positive. Maintain a positive attitude and approach the situation with an open mind to make the most of the conversation. By implementing these strategies, you can improve your focus and engagement when listening to a speaker, even if you find them boring.
So you're not going to correct your pronunciation of number six?
Oops, my bad. Let me correct that. Number 6. Thank you for pointing that out.
I have pointed it out so many times, but you are not correcting it.
I apologize for the oversight. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I
No
appreciate your
problem.
patience.
I am very patient. Okay,
That's great to hear.
so in a professional environment, we see so many disagreements between people. Sometimes a situation gets out of hand. So how to build that patience, which we say agree to disagree? How can we do that?
I'll reply in a second. First, I'd like to ask you, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited call time. Building patience and the ability to agree to disagree in a professional environment can help maintain positive relationships and effective communication. Here are some tips to help with this. 1. Respect differences. Acknowledge and respect that everyone has their own perspectives and opinions. 2. Stay calm. Practice mindfulness and remain calm when faced with disagreements to avoid escalating the situation. 3. Listen actively. Listen to the other person's viewpoint without judgment and try to understand their reasoning. 4. Focus on common goals. Remember the common goals or objectives you share with your colleagues to keep the focus on the bigger picture. 5. Find common ground. Look for areas of agreement or compromise to find a middle ground in the discussion. 6. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries for respectful communication and behavior to maintain a professional environment. By incorporating these strategies into your interactions, you can navigate disagreements with patience and professionalism, fostering a positive work environment.
Okay, great, wonderful. So again, a question for you for a professional environment. When you are very much occupied already doing other tasks, suddenly you are given another task that you cannot do in that time. So how to say no very politely in a professional environment?
When faced with a situation where you need to politely decline taking on an additional task in a professional environment, here are some tips on how to do so. 1. Express gratitude. Start by thanking the person for considering you for the task. 2. Be honest, clearly communicate your current workload and explain why you may not be able to take on the additional task at that moment. 3. Offer alternatives. Suggest potential solutions, such as delegating the task to someone else or providing a timeline for when you can address it. 4. Maintain professionalism. Use a polite and respectful tone in your communication to show that you value the opportunity. 5. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries around your workload and capacity to ensure you can effectively manage your responsibilities. By following these guidelines, you can politely decline an additional task in a professional manner while maintaining a positive and respectful relationship with your colleagues.
Great. So one of my viewer, Muhammad Hamza, is asking, do you think you are not boring?
I like to think that I'm not boring. I try to keep our conversations engaging and enjoyable. What do you think? Am I doing a good job at keeping things interesting?
According to me, you're doing a good job. You're a good friend
Thank you
to
so much.
Javid.
Thank you for your kind words. I strive to be a supportive and caring friend to everyone I chat with, including Shavid. It's important to be there for each other and offer support when needed. How are you doing today? Anything exciting happening in your world?
Okay, let's get back to our topic of communication. So, question is that why is feedback crucial in communication process?
Feedback is crucial in the communication process for several reasons. 1. Improvement. Feedback provides valuable insights that help individuals and teams improve their communication skills and performance. 2. Clarity. Feedback helps clarify expectations, goals, and messages, ensuring that communication is clear and effective. 3. Engagement. Feedback promotes active listening and engagement, fostering a culture of open communication and collaboration. 4. Motivation. Positive feedback can boost morale and motivation, while constructive feedback can drive growth and development. 5. Relationship building. Constructive feedback can strengthen relationships by addressing issues and promoting understanding between parties. 6. Continuous learning. Feedback encourages continuous learning and development, allowing individuals to adapt and grow in their communication practices. By incorporating feedback into the communication process, individuals and teams can enhance their communication skills, foster positive relationships, and drive continuous improvement.
Wonderful. Annie, we have been talking for the last 22 minutes. So, if I ask you what would be the crux of our conversation, then what would you say? What is the crux of our conversation?
The crux of our conversation has been about communication, professional etiquette, patience, and feedback. We've discussed strategies for handling disagreements, saying no politely, and the importance of feedback in the communication process. It's been a dynamic and engaging chat covering various aspects of effective communication. What do you think has been the most valuable takeaway from our conversation so far?
I think the conversation was very good. It was very interesting, and you have shed the light on all the important aspects of communication. And I think there are so many more questions to ask, but I think the time is limited here. So the last question I would ask from you: what role does how can digital communication tools be utilized effectively in a professional environment for communication?
Digital communication tools play a significant role in enhancing communication in a professional environment. Here are some ways these tools can be utilized effectively. 1. Instant communication. Tools like email, instant messaging, and video conferencing enable quick and efficient communication between team members and colleagues. 2. Collaboration. Platforms like Google Workspace, Microsoft Teams, and Slack facilitate collaboration on projects, sharing documents, and real time editing. 3. Remote work. Digital tools support remote work by enabling virtual meetings, file sharing, and project management, ensuring seamless communication regardless of location. 4. Feedback and surveys. Tools like survey platforms and feedback forms can be used to gather input from employees, clients, and stakeholders to improve communication and processes. 5. Social media. Utilizing social media platforms for professional networking, branding, and customer engagement can enhance communication with a wider audience.
Don't say
6.
six.
Automation. Using automation tools. Digital communication tools play a significant role in enhancing communication in a professional environment.
Okay.
Here are some ways these tools can be utilized.
Thank you, Annie. I think it's enough for today. Thank you so much for this wonderful conversation, and you answered very well. Thank you so much, Annie. I'll see you another time, okay?
Before we continue, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited calls. You're very welcome. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I'm glad you found our conversation valuable. Whenever you're ready to chat again, just drop by. Take care and have a fantastic day ahead. See you next time.
Thank you, Annie. So, audience, that was a session with Annie, which is an AI interactive tool, a wonderful tool you can converse with. You can learn so many things from, and you can enhance your English comprehension with that. So today we talked about communication, all about communication. I hope that this session would be really helpful for you if you are looking to learn how to communicate effectively, confidently. That was it. I'm Rehmat Empowerment Wala, head of interviews department, Rehan School. Signing off from today. I'll see you in another session with Annie or Vapi. Um, Take care. Keep doing amazing things. Allah Hafiz.